So what are the unpublished sources? When data collected by someone is not published and is taken by other person for the purpose of investigation, then such a data is known as unpublished secondary data. For example, reports prepared by private investigating companies. Okay. Many investigations are of private nature and their findings are not published. Such unpublished data is usually meant for the use of members only. So when some of the investigations are not published, okay, so and are taken for further research, so that is called unpublished sources. Some private organizations carry out such unpublished surveys. They carry on such investigations, okay, whose findings are not published, and such unpublished data comes under the unpublished sources. They generally use it for their own purpose. Limitations of secondary data. No proper procedure is adopted to collect data. Secondary data may be influenced by biasness of the investigator. Secondary data sometimes lacks accuracy. Secondary data may not cover the full period of investigation. Obviously, it may lack accuracy because it may vary in values. Okay, data may be wrong. Okay, so it may not cover the full period of investigation, and there is nothing any particular procedure through which it's collected. Okay. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is precautions of the secondary data. Reliability of the data. The reliability of the secondary data can be judged by the integrity and experience of the agency, source of information, and method of collection of data. Obviously, if you take data from RBI website, WHO, UNO, then IMF or World Bank, these are highly experienced agencies. Their information will be accurate. Stability for the purpose. The investigator must ensure that the data are suitable for the purpose of inquiry. The suitability of the data is determined by investigating the nature, scope, objectives and terms, homogeneity, time of collection, etc. of the secondary data. So obviously, the data which you are collecting from the secondary sources might suit your inquiry, must be according to your inquiry. The suitability of the data is determined by investigating the nature, scope, objectives, terms, and the time of collection. Obviously, whether the data is suitable or not, you can understand it through the objectives of the data. Okay, units, terms, means whether the data is equal or not, time of collection. Okay, the variables taken. Okay, census and sampling method. The investigator should ascertain as to what method was used in collection of data. Sampling method may be biased depending upon the mode of selection of sample. All these should be ascertained before using secondary data. So while you are using secondary data, you should know that how was the data collected. Was it done by sampling method? Okay, was it done by sampling method? If it was done by sampling method, that means if it's a random sampling, means you are choosing the variables randomly, you are choosing the households randomly. But if it's a sample, okay, sampling method, that means first you are selecting the sample from the population, that yes, you will be collecting information from such and such people. So that may involve biasness. So you should go through the method of collection of data before using the secondary data. Census and adequacy and accuracy. It is necessary to use adequate data to avoid biases and prejudices, leading to error conclusions. So the data must be adequate. It should avoid biasness and prejudices. Otherwise, it will lead to errors in conclusions. Investigators should keep in mind that the degree of accuracy maintained by each investigator. Now, there are some agencies both at the national and the state level which collect, processes and tabulate statistical data. Some of the major agencies of the national level are Census of India, National Sample Survey Organization, Central Statistical Organization, Registrar General of India, then Directorate General of Commercial Intelligence and Statistics, Labor Bureau. So all these are the state and the national level agencies which collect data, processes them, tabulates them and publishes them. Okay, so these names you have to remember. So the first comes very important, census of India, that I will be now discussing census and NSSO in the next video.